So you and Claudia just hit me have something in common.
Who?
You and Claudia.
What we got in common?
You both were friends with, are friends with Donald Trump. You may have an active friendship. She used to be friends.
You say friends. You mean communicated with Donald Trump and talked with him on a couple occasions.
And he supported your fights.
I mean, because, like, a lot of times, just because if something is going on in this world, I'm saying in our country, and everybody be like, oh, fuck that, I don't care about that, I'm not going there. Somebody has to go there to find out what's going on so they can come back and relay the message to everybody else. But this is really what's going on.
So was that your decision to go to the inauguration? For that reason?
I just want to be a part of it. I just want to say I did it one time in my life. It didn't matter who the president was. I just wanted to go, just to be a part of it.
Because
to see how it is.
What I thought was funny was some blogs had picked up a picture somebody had took of you that you could see you, but it wasn't. It looked like you were hiding, and then that went all over the internet. And then you sent a really crispy, clear picture of you there to make it very clear. Because you don't really run from conflict. You were like, I'm here.
I'm able to go where I want to go.
Yeah.
I run my household the way I want to run my household. I run through my house, not around it. So that's letting everybody know I'm the man in my house.
Has he been in touch with you at all recently?
With Donald Trump? Yeah. I can call him directly on his phone.
Yeah.
Hello, Floyd. How are you doing?
Him and I used to be really close. I did a couple of his shows and hosted the pageants and all that kind of stuff. And we haven't spoken in a while, but
I mean, I'm not here to tell nobody who they can and they can't be friends with.
Right.
And I think a lot of, within this world, like I said, racism still exists. You never heard anything about Donald Trump being racist until he ran for president and won. Before then, everybody was like, oh, he's on WWE, he on different shows. Everybody, they like Donald Trump. As soon as he ran for president, because people don't like the truth. Because he come out and be like, somebody on the rap music, they make billions and billions of dollars from rap music, right? He speak like a real man spoke. Real man speak. Like, man, she had a fat ass. You see her ass? I had to squeeze her ass. I had to grab that fat ass, right? This girl I was talking to,
when he was talking privately about grabbing the girl in the vagina.
So he talking locker room talk. Locker room talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? You know who I am. Yeah, I grabbed her by the pussy and...
Do you think he should have been held to a different standard because he was running for the presidency?
I feel people shy away from realness. This man didn't do nothing. Hey, listen, if y'all didn't want the man in the White House, y'all should have voted the other way. He ain't like he went and robbed. He done his homework. He done what he had to do and he got there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here to knock nobody. See, my thing is this. It don't matter who's in there. If Trump is in there, Clinton, Barack Obama, it doesn't matter. That's not going to stop my drive. See, the thing is this. Too many people are worried about what Trump is doing and what other presidents are doing instead of worry about what you're trying to do and what level you're trying to get to. See, my thing, I don't give a fuck what nobody else doing. I got to worry about what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to get to. I'm not, a lot of times, oh man, it's going to affect us. Well, man, if you ain't making $400 or $500-600 million, man, it's not going to affect you no fucking way. So it's only going to affect somebody like me. I'm the motherfucker that should be tripping.
On the tax end.
I'm just saying, period. I'm the motherfucker that should be tripping, paying $34, $25, $26 million. I should be tripping. But guess what I'm saying? It's all right. It is what it is. One thing that we all know we got to do. One thing we know that's going to happen for sure. We're going to pay taxes. We're going to die. But while we here, live life to the fullest. Stop worrying about what everybody else doing. How I became successful and how I got to where I got to, I don't worry about what nobody else say. When a guy or a girl come into my life, all they do is make me work that much harder. So no matter what male or what female was in my life before. When they got out of my life, all I did was save me some money and made me work harder. So at the end of the day, I don't know why everybody keep bitching about and keep picking it and holding, you know what I'm saying? They walking and walking hard. Protesting. We don't want this to happen. My man, all that time you spending protesting, you could be at home writing down ideas, coming up with a business.
So do you think with the policies that is happening in the country now that we know with the new legislation that they're putting forward to get rid of the dreamers, the people that have come to this country before they were even They didn't even know any other country. They just came here with their parents. Now he wants to send them all away. There are a lot of people that are really not happy with his policies. Are you saying that they should just forget about him or not?
What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. A lot of times you meet people from other countries, meaning this. You meet people that comes from other countries and be like, oh, I love my country. I love this. I said, if you love your country so much, why are you here? You taking up space for other people. We got some other Americans that'll love your job. But remember, this country will give somebody else from a whole nother country that they don't know shit about a loan before they even give the American citizens a loan. So I don't know how many illegal people that we have in this country. Meaning, my thing is this. I'm not saying I'm with it. I'm not saying I'm against it. I love everybody. I love people from all around the world. My thing is this. Floyd Mayweather is not worried about nobody else's business. I don't worry about nobody else's business. A lot of time we spend too much time worrying and talking about everybody's business instead of worrying about our own. I got to where I got to. That's the reason why it's easy. I make millions and millions of dollars on a daily basis because I focus on Floyd.
So are you saying that things that don't affect you personally, you shouldn't be worried about?
That's how I feel.
Okay.
That's a good point.
Well, you have a blessed life that's not common. You know what I mean? Like
that's why I work to get to where I got to.
No, I know. I'm not taking that away from you.
We get talking about everybody in this room. See the size of this room. I come from a 7 deep in a 1 bedroom, the same size as this, right here. So I'm what you call an American dream, a whole fucking world dream. I work my way from the bottom to the top, and nobody gave me shit.
And that's
And why I'm voting for Donald Trump? Because he's going to handle illegal immigration. We need him to build that wall. He also puts American workers first. It's about time America had a president that put the American people first, not refugees and illegal immigrants. Vote for Trump.
We have been devastated. We have been devastated with the lack of jobs, with immigration. We have been run over. Donald Trump is our new future. Donald Trump is our hope. Donald Trump is also bringing us together, regardless of the color of our skin, as American citizens.
I want America great. Every last one of y'all need to go out there and fight for Donald Trump.
I'm voting Donald Trump for President of the United States. It is time for real change. We need to secure our borders. We need to bring jobs back to our country. We need to put Americans first. It is time to make America great again.
I voted for Barack Obama when he said he was going to bring hope and change, and yes, we can, and no, we didn't. The jobs didn't come, the better schools didn't come, the investment in our communities did not come, national security, our borders are open, we're not safe. We're not safe, and we've got to stop thinking as black and white and purple and Arab. We've got to start thinking as Americans. And that's what Donald Trump is saying. We're Americans, America first.
Trump calls a spade and comes up with historically common sense solutions to solve a problem, and that's what we need in the White House. Yes, everyone says Crooked Hillary has experience, but just because you have experience doesn't mean it was a good experience and you produced good results. And Hillary Clinton has been in politics for over 20 years, and she was good at screwing America over for her own personal wealth. No sane person can vote for her in after she failed as Secretary of State.
I'm Leo Dunson, and this is why I'm supporting Donald Trump for president. We need a businessman to bring jobs to the middle class. We need a commander-in-chief who's willing to destroy ISIS and strengthen our military and also protect the homeland. We need a master negotiator to renegotiate our trade deals with foreign countries so that America comes first and not some globalist agenda. And most importantly, we need someone that's going to make America great again. All that and much more is why I'm supporting Donald Trump.
wants to put Americans first over illegal immigrants and our vets first over illegal immigrants. I don't think that makes me a bigot or racist or deplorable, because I support those who served our country and lost their lives to support us and to protect us.
I want dreamers to come from the United States. I want the people in the United States that have children. I want them to have dreams also. We're always talking about dreamers for other people. I want the children that are growing up in the United States to be dreamers also. They're not dreaming right now. I'm asking for the vote of every African-American citizen struggling in our country today who wants a different and much better future. It's time for our society to address some honest and very, very difficult truths. The Democratic Party has failed and betrayed the African-American community. Democratic crime policies, education policies, and economic policies have produced only more crime, more broken homes, and more poverty. To every voter living in the inner city or every forgotten stretch of our society, I'm running to offer you a much better future, a much better job. And it's time to rebuild the inner cities of America and to reject the failed leadership of a rigged political system. I'm running to listen to your voice. To every parent who dreams for their children, and to every child who dreams for their future, I say these words to you tonight. I'm with you. I will fight for you, and I will win for you. Together, we will make America strong again. We'll make America safe again. And we will make America great again, greater than ever before. Thank you, and God bless you.
Donald Trump is the best choice for all Americans. Use hashtag #BlacksForTrump on Twitter and social media. Go out and vote November 8, 2016. Let's do this!
Well, we were told by the left for, I don't know, a year and a half that Trump was racist. That's the one thing you knew about him. He's racist. And not a single non-white voter would ever support him because that would be insane. But it turns out that Trump had more than double the support from African-American voters than Mitt Romney did in 2012. Not a ton, but double. How did he pull that off? Here now is one of those voters, Justin McClinton, who wrote a really interesting and nice piece on that recently, I think in the Federalist. Justin, it's great to see you tonight. Why did you vote for Donald Trump?
So the main reason I decided to vote for Donald Trump was really mostly based on policy. You know, I kind of zoned out the media. I kind of quickly realized that, hey, we're in an echo chamber. People are saying some pretty ridiculous stuff. So I said, where are the tomes? Where can I really get the information about each candidate's policy? So I went to the websites. And I liked the things that I read on Donald Trump's website a bit better than on Hillary's.
So what did you like? I mean, what jumped out at you?
So what jumped out at me in particular was Trump's policies on education, and particularly being in favor of school choice. So, you know, the first thing that, you know, comes up under that particular part of the site is him talking about how he's going to, you know, support the school choice effort. I worked in a charter school myself on the south side of Chicago, and while I didn't agree with everything they were doing, I really thought they were doing some, you know, some other good things for the students. So, you know, that was really my biggest thing, you know, that charter school support, and I think Betsy DeVos is going to be, you know, a pretty good education secretary, and I'm hoping they continue to go along those lines.
What's so interesting is if you look, just to get onto the school choice question for a second, if you look at support among African Americans for school choice, it's overwhelming. I mean, it's over 75% in the last poll that I saw. And yet the NAACP, which purports to speak for all African Americans, recently came out against it. There seems to be a massive disconnect between African American voters and their purported leaders on that question. Why?
Yeah, it's unfortunate that you see that kind of disconnect between the organizations, and I don't know what kind of goes on at the head. I mean, there was actually a prominent Black Lives Matter leader in St. Paul, Minnesota, I want to say, who prior to joining the organization, he was actually he worked in education, and he had noticed that in his community in particular, that the charter school had they had been doing some really good things for the youth, and for that he had to kind of distance himself from the organization, and it's unfortunate, but those organizations don't always represent everyone's opinion, and
So agree or not on school choice or any of the other slate of issues, you're looking at this in terms of what Trump is saying he will do rather than through the lens of identity politics. And that makes you very different from most voters your age, I think.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's about American issues and the issues that I believe in particular. And I try to vote with my head, and I'm just try to be informed about things. And like I said, I like the policies that I saw on the website.
So you had this really interesting, I'm not exactly sure what this means, but you had this really interesting line in your piece that jumped out at me. You said you went to a majority black high school and a majority black college, and then you wound up at a college that was majority white, and you said that was the really politically intense and troubling experience to you. And you said, quote, "A great benefit of racial homogeneity is allowing for students to pursue educational goals unimpeded by identity politics." What does that mean exactly? While I was at Morehouse, the really intelligent young women at Spelman would often, kind of challenge me on certain positions just when we were having debates on campus. But, you could have a debate without feeling, pressured not to hide your true opinions. And, and at the schools, it was really just a big focus on, hey, getting your work done and making sure you're learning and getting everything you're supposed to get from a college environment. Well, I feel like, at the graduate school I attend, which is a pretty large university in California, there's just a lot of fear, and people, they can't. It feels like they can't have those conversations that I thought were so influential and crucial to my college experience. And it kind of saddens me a little bit that they had some Trump chalkings, and that's kind of seen as a bit of an attack. And it's like it's something. For me, I kind of see it like, hey, if people could have